All content is publicly sourced and used under the USA Fair Use and UK Fair Dealing Guidelines. The things I say are strictly my opinion. Good afternoon, everyone. It's the Bizzy Bee with the Royal Tea. Happy Saturday, August the 15th. Boy, oh boy, what a day it's been. I wanted to record this video last night and then again this morning, but we've been having plumbing issues, and the plumbers just left, just got it fixed. Oh my goodness. When it rains, it pours, does it not? Let's get into it. I wanted to start out my videos with 3 things I'm grateful for, because my wonderful grandmother used to say to begin each day by naming 3 things that you're grateful for. Well, the first thing I'm grateful for, everyone, I'm grateful that Smega has a paying gig this weekend, because she does have a mortgage now that she has to pay, so every little bit helps. Am I right? I know it does. Number 2, I'm grateful that the Democratic Party sees how well loved and how original Meghan is with all these quotes that she gives. I mean, it takes her a long time to come up with these, and I'm happy that they're embracing her, because she's so charismatic, charming, witty, wonderful, all those wonderful adjectives you can think of. And the third thing I'm grateful for, my 3 ladies and my one gentleman, Myrtle, Valerie, Gemma, and Edward, and of course, last but not least, you, my viewers. Very much so. Thank you. My history minute today, I have Edward V, the House of York, the boy king. Reigned for a very short time, less than 3 months, the 9th of April to the 25th of June, the year 1483. His father, King Edward IV, set strict rules for him, from getting up early to candles out at 8 p.m., aka 2000 hours, to what he learned and ate. Get that? I said candles out, kind of like lights out. Hee hee hee. Okay. Anyway, Edward became king at 12 years old. Typo there. Sorry about that. I'm not perfect. Received news of his father's death on the 14th of April, 1483, and his uncle Richard, later Richard III, placed him in the Tower, never to leave again, allegedly, on the 19th of May. The 19th of May. That date sounds familiar. Something else happened on that. I can't remember what it is right now. Still not clear what happened to him after he was last seen in the summer of 1483 at the Tower. So he just kind of disappeared and was never heard from again. Kind of like we wish Smegs and Halfwit Harry would do. Please don't forget to check out my other channel, Real Royalty. I just posted a fabulous documentary about Matilda of Flanders, the wife of William the Conqueror, aka King William I. As we all know, the Harkles have bought a Montecito compound. Alright, I saw this article in Variety. I'll link it below. So let's take a look. This is a picture of it. Alright. So this house, they bought from someone named Sergey Grishin, and I'll get into him in a minute. He's an interesting character all unto himself, I will tell you that. $14.7 million, Daddy Charles paid for it. Size 18,671 square feet, 9 bedrooms, 16 bathrooms. Wow, there's a bedroom for them, Doria, Archie, and all 6 of the, or I'm sorry, was it 5 friends that I taught to the magazines. So, Meghan and Harry have gone exceptionally grand in their California starter house. Oh, Lord. This word starter house, I underlined it because who in the world says that an 18.5 thousand square foot home with 9 bedrooms and 16 bathrooms is a starter house? I mean, come on. What kind of a conceited ego do you have to have? I mean, does she think that the White House that she thinks she will eventually be in has more square footage than this? So this is why they're calling it a starter house? I don't think so. Ronald Reagan said when he got to the White House, he was, wasn't it him who said he was disappointed because it was smaller than his house? Okay, anyway. So, the heart of posh Montecito, the seaside Santa Barbara County enclave that is famously home to a slew of Hollywood heavyweights. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex names do not appear on the grant deeds related to the property. Records show the estate quietly sold in mid-June to a mysterious trust with a deliberately opaque name, though the trust happens to share a mailing address with the offices of Meghan Markle's longtime Hollywood business manager. So this is saying that the house isn't actually in their names, but in the name of a trust that is linked to her business manager. So, it sounds like some fishy dealings. Public documents also reveal the buyers secured a $9.5 million mortgage to acquire the 7.4-acre compound, which is securely tucked away on a private gated street. Despite the unquestionably hefty price tag, it could be argued Smegs and Hare scored the property at a discount of sorts. The seller, low-profile Russian businessman Sergey Grishin, acquired the estate in 2009 for $25.3 million and had attempted to sell it many times over the past decade before finally accepting a $10 million plus financial loss. Remember this for what I'm going to get into in just a moment. He sold the house at over a $10 million loss to the Harkles. Keep that in the back of your mind. Built in 2003, the Mediterranean-style main house includes a trove of beige and off-white decor, plus a library, gym, a library. What do they need a library for? I don't see either one of them reading. We don't even know if Harry can actually read. It could be filled with coloring books for him to share with Archofficial. Gym, separate wet and dry saunas, an elevator, arcade, game room, and home theater. Well, Harry can entertain himself all day, and I'm not talking about in the arcade, I'm talking about pressing buttons on the elevator. There is also a detached guest house with 2 bedrooms and bathrooms. Oh, that can be where Doria and Marcus Anderson stay. Altogether, the estate boasts nearly 19,000 square feet of living space, with a total of 9 bedrooms and a whopping 16 bathrooms. Wow. You know, they called this house a starter house in this article. Are you kidding me? A starter house? My house could fit into one of the bedrooms of this house, I'm pretty sure. My house is a starter house. Their house, it makes me sick, it really does. Dated listings note that the property additionally offers a tea house, a children's cottage. Yeah, my house is probably the size of the children's cottage, and they have the gall to call this a starter house. Where do they get off? Exceptionally beautifully manicured grounds that boast tiered rose gardens, century-old olive trees. Oh, so Meghan won't be the oldest thing on the property. And tall Italian cypress trees that likely cost a small fortune to maintain. The property taxes on this place alone, the costs for upkeep, the servants, the butlers, all that stuff, they really better be pimping themselves out for some speeches to pay for the upkeep on this place. What are they thinking? Oh my. A full-size tennis court, lap lane swimming pool. I'm sure some of you out there have pools. I know my great-grandparents used to have a pool. And it costs a lot of money to upkeep, the power, all that stuff. So it costs a lot just to keep up a swimming pool. Oh my. A notably elaborate built-in children's playset are among the numerous other outdoor amenities. Meghan Hare, who first moved stateside in early 2020, previously resided in a fortified compound owned by Tyler Perry, whom they met through mutual friend Oprah Winfrey. Montecito may be located a full 2 hours northwest of downtown LA by car, but celebrities have flocked to the area in recent years. The neighborhood's laid-back and mostly paparazzi-free atmosphere. Paparazzi-free? That's not the type of place Meghan wants to live. What are you talking about? When she hears that, she's going to have to immediately sell. How dare you say that this is a paparazzi-free area? It provides a welcome retreat from the hectic hustle of Hollywood and its surrounding environs. Current area residents include Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, she can give Meg tips for the lifestyle blog she's going to create that's going to outdo Gwyneth's. Ellen DeGeneres. Oh, Ellen has the same nasty attitude that Meghan does, allegedly. Ariana Grande, and perhaps most famously Oprah herself, whose nearly 70-acre promised, oh Lord, Oprah calls her estate promised land. Oh, can you believe that? Can you even? No, I can't. I can't. I'm throwing my hands up right now. I can't. Who does she think she is? Who does... Okay. Her compound qualifies as one of Southern California's most lavish estates. I bet it does. Okay, so now you're all wondering about the thumbnail, Meg's Mafia Mansion, the house that she just bought. You're thinking, what does this house have to do with the Mafia? Well, that's what I'm about to get into. And this is the most interesting part of the house, in my opinion. Okay, so you remember how I told you to hold it in the back of your mind that they got this house at a $10 million discount? Well, the Sergey Grishin that they bought the house from, listen to his story. He's quite a shady character. The Scarface oligarch who sold Meghan Hare their cut-price mansion, mysterious Russian oligarch worth $500 million, has boasted about robbing the Russian bank system and begged President Trump for a U.S. passport to keep him safe from the Mafia and Moscow. $500 million? Isn't that as much money as the Queen of England? Oh, shouldn't Meghan be dropping everything to run after him? Forget Harry. Harry was poor compared to this guy. Sergey Grishin, 54, sold the Harkles' new home and previously owned the so-called Scarface Mansion in California. Grishin has claimed he needs a U.S. passport to be safe from alleged persecution. His complex relations with glamorous women have led to various legal clashes. Well, he doesn't have to worry about having a complex relationship with a glamorous woman if he gets involved with Smegs. She's not a glamorous woman. Oh, it'll be a complex relationship. She's just not glamorous. The shadowy Russian Scarface oligarch who sold the Harkles' new home in Santa Barbara and is a Moscow tycoon who claims to be at war with the Mafia and top Vladimir Putin officials. Sergey Grishin, 54, who is believed to be worth $500 million, has made extraordinary boasts about robbing the Russian banking system, including a scam with disappearing ink. Based in Los Angeles, the banker has begged Donald Trump for a U.S. passport, saying he needs it to stay safe from Russians who are after him. This was an advertisement I felt I had to blur out. Sorry about that. Okay. His complex relations with glamorous women, including a Russian described by the Gazprom-owned NTV channel as a blank webcam model, have led to a number of legal clashes, including alleged death threats. Okay, so he's involved with a webcam model who does nasty things on her webcam. That sounds familiar. Never mind. One of Grishin's romantic partners was Eda Fedoseva, pictured together in her late 30s, who worked at an events agency and organized one of his birthday parties. What I meant by the dirty webcam model sounds familiar. I meant, doing dirty things for money. Sounds like Smegs. Sounds like his kind of woman. Okay. This is a picture of the house. Okay. Grishin has a degree in physics, but his first business venture in Moscow reportedly involved home-baked cookies and hot dogs. Well, what a coincidence. Meghan got her start in... Never mind. Nicknamed the Scarface oligarch due to his earlier purchase of the Scarface estate, where Tony Montana got blown to bits and Winston Churchill and Albert Einstein also stayed, he made several videos on his private Gulfstream jet, which purported to confess to involvement to financial machinations in the Reds to Riches 1990s in Russia. He wanted to explain how a single person like me can cause the collapse of Russian banking system, apparently as a come on to the U.S. authorities. His aim seemed to be to coax a U.S. passport from the Trump administration by implying he had inside knowledge of Russian wrongdoing which would be of interest to the FBI. In one video filmed on his jet, he claimed he made Russian bankers use a Polish-designed pen to write checks for $2 million. The special ink could then be made to vanish, allowing him to rewrite the check for $250 million, he claimed. The scam was earlier blamed on the Chechen mafia, he claimed. The larger alleged robbery involved financial manipulations via Estonia at the time when the Soviet Union was collapsing into chaos, he said. He has praised Trump about his slogan about making America great again, but he made clear he wanted a U.S. passport because I want to be safe. I am kind of under fire right now by the criminal world of Russia, by the top government officials of Russia, too. So he's making disappearing ink, getting checks from the government for $2 million, making the ink disappear, rewriting them for $250 million. This guy sounds like a real shady character. And look at this. I blurred this out because his girlfriend here beat the living snot out of him. And this is a picture of his face after the beating, and it's not pretty. It's BLOODY mess, let me tell you. Okay, so this is his new girlfriend. And she looks like a Russian mail-order bride. But let's finish. In his video message, he did not explain the alleged threats from the mafia or Putin's officials, but said, I don't like this, I hate this, I do not deserve this. Well, sounds like you kind of do if you've been stealing as much money as you have. Sounds like a lot of people should be after you, sir. In fact, surprisingly little is known about the Grishin. In 2008, Finance magazine dubbed him one of the most mysterious Russian bankers who made his first money in selling electronics and petrol. He has been married at least 3 times, another thing he has in common with Smegs, according to the Russian media. His latest bride was Anna Fedosieva, in her late 30s, who worked as an events agency and organized one of his birthday parties. She moved from St. Petersburg to California, and he started showering her with presents, according to one account. Her life turned into a fairy tale. Bentley, furs, expensive hotels, and resorts. Oh, Megan is getting, her mouth is watering more and more listening to this. Oh, Megan, you should have run off with the guy who sold you the house. Forget Harry. They married in March 2017 and split up 11 months later. Oh, wait, she's probably a little bit too old for him. It sounds like late 30s is the oldest that he'll go. I mean, look at his latest girlfriend, okay? So Meg is in her late 40s. She's about 10 exits past his final stop. So he turned her life into a fair. Okay, they married in 2017, split up 11 months later, amid demands for return of his gifts, say reports. His lawyer later said, my client has spent over $5 million on her. The exact amount is hard to establish since the presents were bought at different times for rubles, US dollars, euro, and Swiss francs. Over this time, they had traveled to a lot of places. There followed legal action in which he demanded the return of an alleged loan from Anna and her business partner, Jennifer Solkes. They started legal action, accusing him of death threats and false imprisonment. He posted a picture of his bloodied face, claiming he had been the subject of domestic abuse. Sounds like hair. There followed legal action in which he demanded the return of alleged loan from Anna and her business partner, Jennifer. They started... Didn't I just... Okay, I just said that. Oh, okay, this is what I wanted to show you. This is the new girlfriend. Oh, yeah, that's her. See, that's her doing her day job of dirty webcam model. She has as much class as Smegs. And look at those lips. Those are the most natural-looking lips I've ever seen. Wow, no plastic surgery there. Okay, so this just goes on to tell a little bit more about him. He's a real shady dealer. Sounds like the perfect person for the Harkles to be in bed with. Oh, and it's talking about he accused the girl and her friend of trying to run a lesbian plot on him. What in the world is a lesbian plot? I looked that up and I couldn't find out. I have no idea what that means. Some comments from the last video about Kamala Harris saying she's a huge Smeggers fan. Well, Nancy Jones says the thing is, KH is not African American. She is Jamaican Indian. Duchess Lily of the Rose says, how can Megan run for political office in USA? She is married to an illegal alien from Britain. My understanding is it is against U.S. laws. Where is Ice? Harry needs to be picked up. That chicken was Corey's recipe. Well, Mavi, if you read Lady C's book, you know that Megan has a habit of stealing other people's recipes and claiming them for her own. Just like she does quotes. Oh, wow, she's an all-around thief, isn't she? She loves taking other people's things and naming them her own. Why not? Lily Dragonfly says, Smugs does not agree with democracy. Instead, she wishes to head a dictatorship. Kathleen Lewins says, Hey, Bizzy, I hear that according to Entertainment Tonight host Katie Nichol, that if me again wanted the British crown for herself, she would have made it happen. Dear Lord, do these people really think that me again is that powerful and so well respected that she, because she is so relentless, always get what she wants? Honestly, the mind boggles. Yeah, Entertainment Tonight thinks that if Meghan really wanted to be Queen of England, she would have just walked in there and taken the crown for herself. Right, okay. Meghan has that much pull and influence. Charmaine Powell says, You were totally correct about JFK. Not only was he handsome and charismatic, he had a glamorous, fashionable, intelligent wife in Jackie, plus 2 young children. Unfortunately, Meghan's husband is Harry. Archie may or may not exist. Nuff said. Carmen said, You're so right. She's not light. Thank you, Bizzy Bee, for the laugh. Again, with the roasted chicken. OMG. Right? That chicken story has been told, retold. How many more times can I say retold? May said, Bizzy Bee, you are so funny. Oh, thank you, ma'am. I am from England, and I really enjoy your videos. The history lesson and the great comments you make regarding Smegs. I call her Tatty Head because she doesn't seem to know what a brush or comb is for. You know, we'll have to figure out the address of her new house and have her a gross shipment. And when I say gross, I don't mean ew. I mean a big box full of combs sent from one of those big box stores, you know, like Costco or something. Yeah, we'll have to order a gross supply, have it sent. So what have we learned today, everyone? Number 1, like King Edward IV with his son, Smegs controls when half-wit Harry sleeps and what he eats. 2, for all you middle class folks out there, your starter house should cost about $14 million, according to Smegs. 3, the Harkles' starter house has an elevator and arcade. Now, just Harry will just be entertained all day, not in the arcade, but watching the buttons on the elevator light up when he presses them. 4, he won't be playing any games in the new arcade because Smegs refuses to give Harry any pocket money. 5, the starter house has 16 bathrooms, almost enough for each of Smeggers' personalities. 6, at least the olive trees will be older than Mrs. Harkle. 7, Auntie Oprah's promised land is huge. That's what she calls her estate, not her backside or her nether region. 8, Megamouth could be the new Scarface, but her scars are behind her ears. Okay, if you don't get that, if I didn't know exactly what that meant, I wouldn't get that either. You know, plastic surgery, you have a scar behind your ears. Okay, anyway. The Harkles, number 9. The Harkles are dealing with some sketchy men, but it won't be the first time Megasaurus has been in bed with shady men. 10, when Smegger realizes Sergey likes cheap tarts and is much richer than any British royal, her new thing will suddenly be chubby, middle-aged Russian men. Sergey's the Russian mafia member who sold them the house. 11, Sergey meets his women through the same agency Mooching Meg used to work for. 12, just like Sergey, Smegs got her start working with weenies, but she only included the buns for an additional fee. 13, Harry said Sergey needs to learn to take a whooping from his woman and quit complaining. 14, like VP nominee Kamala, Smegs isn't African American. She is 50% money-grubbing gold digger and 50% conniving scamstress. 15. Ms. Markle has already been at the head of many dictatorships. Wink, wink. 16. When Smegma is elected president, the Harkles will be the new JFK and Jackie, except Harry looks terrible in a dress. And number 17, the roasted chicken story has been told and retold. It is as tired and worn out as Mattress Back Meg. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification button. I thank you so much, and I truly do appreciate every single one of you. It really means so much to me, you watching and subscribing and commenting, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you again. Bye-bye, everyone.